No Rip Lacks a Patch. Written and illustrated by Margarita Tovar. This book is dedicated to all the children of the world. Maggie's mom, Mrs. Isabel, would always say, "No rip lacks a patch." Confused, Maggie would ask herself, "No rip lacks a patch? I wonder who ripped their pants." Mrs. Isabel would smile and say, "Someday you will understand." One sunny August day, Maggie was preparing herself for her first day of third grade. She was excited but scared as well. This was her first day at a new school, and she wondered if she would be by herself during lunch and recess. Before getting on the bus, her mother told her, "Have a great day, sweetie, and remember, no rip lacks a patch." Maggie thought to herself, "I don't understand what she means by that, but I hope nothing rips today." When Maggie went to her classroom, she was amazed. It was beautiful, and her teacher, Miss Rosales, was very kind. Everything was going great, except there was something missing. Maggie loved to play soccer, but the boys in her class were very rough, and the girls wanted to play dolls only. During recess, she sat alone on a bench watching everybody have fun. 2 weeks later, Miss Rosales announced that the following Friday the class would be having a show and tell. During the show and tell, the students could bring their favorite object and show the class. Maggie didn't think twice. She knew exactly what she would bring. Friday was finally here. The whole class brought exciting objects to show. When it was Maggie's turn, everybody was amazed. Maggie took out her accordion, and all the students asked her questions about it. What was it? How did it make sound? Who bought it for her? And many other things. When Maggie began playing, one of her classmates named Jorgito couldn't resist and took out his guitar, which he had also brought for the show and tell. Together, they began to play, and the whole class sang and danced. From then on, Maggie and Jorgito would always make music together. During recess, they would find rare objects and create songs. Now and then, Miss Rosales would ask Maggie and Jorgito to bring their instruments and sing for the whole class. Maggie was happy. One afternoon, after Maggie got home from school, her mother asked her why recently she was so happy. Maggie told her mother about Jorgito. Mrs. Isabel simply smiled and said, "You see, Maggie, even though sometimes you might feel lonely, there will always be somebody who brings you company." Maggie finally understood, and together they said, "No rip lacks a patch." The end. Maggie took her accordion to the show and tell. What would you take? If you were one of Maggie's new classmates, how could you have helped her feel more welcome to her new class?